after all your anti-affordable housing policies in New York City, bro had to sell his own home. Is this true? Is this true and real? Okay, Trump's trial could be televised. So him sitting in court could actually be televised as well. So not only would we be able to get mugshots, but we could also get pictures of him sitting in court in the defense chair. And also his pretrial sort of like booking is also going to be televised as well. Georgia judge says cameras will be allowed to cover indictment as media awaits new charges against Trump. Oh, no. Can you imagine this guy's face? Can you imagine how sad and slumped he'll be in his chair as they're reading off all of his crimes? Oh, this is going to be so good. Maybe the revolution will be televised. Maybe they were wrong the entire time. He'll be sad. He'll be a sad, sloppy boy. Do you think he'll ugly cry? Do you guys? Can you imagine if we get a video of Donald Trump ugly crying in court? Can you even imagine snot coming out of his nose? Can you imagine? Oh man, that go crazy. Please, Lord, I'm praying. A man can dream. I did everything right and they indicted me. But can you imagine the clippable things that he'll say on the stand? Can you even imagine? That yeah, the revolution will not be televised. It'll be live streamed. Obviously. That's what they got wrong. They said that before they could even possibly imagine Twitch.tv. They're just reading out his 15 death sentences as he ugly. Donald John Trump, I hereby sentence you to 15 consecutive death sentences. And he goes, what do you mean kill? He's like, what do you mean 15? And they're like, we're going to kill you and then bring you back to life just to kill you again. The death sentences must be served consecutively. Did everything right and they condemned me. Bailiff, smack his balls. I will hear it. I'll wear it like I'll wear it on the shirt like the hogs over the obsessed crying lib meme. True and real. Executioner break his bone. Officer kick his taint. Oh Lord. I will say the thing that I did find. Did we talk about this on stream yet? I'm not sure if we did, but like how the Washington Post came out with this crazy article. Did you see this? Under Georgia law, the identities of the jurors are not secret. In fact, the names of the Fulton County jurors are listed on page 9 of the 98-page indictment released late Monday that criminally charges former President Donald Trump in 18. I was like, what? For one, bad on Georgia's part. And two, what in the world are you saying? Washington Post, what are you cooking? They're cooking up something horribly devious. This isn't like a 5-star Michelin chef type cooking. This is type of the brewing that witches do under the goddamn floorboards, man. They got a big pot with a fire over it. It's boiled, bubbling trouble type shit that they got going on. This is crazy. Rip Jared. True. That's why I had to hit him with this. MAGA fiends under this article reading this. It always hits so good. It always hits so... Yes! Kill! My only option is the only option left. Also, the Washington Post was able to, through an anonymous source, find the jurors' addresses, extended families, where their place of business, the hours they work, the friends that they have, the friends that they made along the way, when they're not at home. We've been able to hack into their Ring cameras inside of their home as well, and we've been able to publish that. We've been able to geolocate them 24/7. We have a blueprint layout of their home and where they keep their valuables as well. Ding! This is wild, dude. Those jurors are gonna have to start walking around with a bulletproof vest like rich rappers. Also, it seems, John Eastman, ex-Trump lawyer John Eastman, who tried to dupe Georgia into believing that that Donald Trump actually won the election, has submitted and has become very breedable to the Georgia authorities in Fulton County, and right now he's being pegged by the detectives. Crazy.
Trump lawyer John Eastman has also just surrendered at the Rice Street jail. We are working to get more information. Oh, our Blaine Alexander is there and is joining us.
Breedable? I'm sorry, I meant to say impregnable.
Now, what more can you tell us, Blaine?
Well, Anna, we can tell you that this booking popped up just within the past few minutes. In fact, when I spoke with you earlier this hour on your show, there was only one person who had been booked in. Now John Eastman has as well surrendered. You know, his attorney put out a statement last night saying that he was going to turn himself in today. We knew that this was coming. And now he's put out a statement. I want to share a little bit of that statement with you. He said, this is a statement upon self-surrender today in Fulton County. I'm here today to surrender to an indictment that never should have been brought. It represents a crossing of the Rubicon for our country, implicating the fundamental First Amendment right to petition the government for redress of grievances. And the statement goes on for another 3 paragraphs or so there, but really to just kind of lay out what we expect his argument will be in all of this. Again, saying what we've heard from him, what we've heard from others who have spoken out so far through their attorneys or through other channels, that they believe that these charges should never have been brought. So, Anna, what we have right now, the second surrender. His bond was set for $100,000. His was another of the 5 consent bond agreements that were agreed to and signed and made public yesterday. So we've now seen 2 of them surrender.
Who else surrendered? There was somebody whose bond was Donald Trump's bond set? Okay, he's surrendering Thursday. New meme. Donald Trump surrendering Thursday, as per AP, to Fulton County. They said that they want to set his bond at $200,000. That's great. The 200K, 200 bones if he doesn't leave. The failed district attorney for Fulton County, Atlanta, Fanny Willis, insisted on a $200,000 bond from me. I assumed, therefore, that she thought that I was a flight risk. I'd fly far away, maybe to Russia, share a gold domed suite with Vladimir, never to be seen or heard from again. Would I be able to take my very understated airplane with gold Trump affixed for all to see? Probably not. I'd be much better flying commercial. I'm not sure. I'm sure no one would recognize me. What is bro talking about? Is he all right? Me. Maybe she thought I was a flight risk. Maybe I should fly away. Maybe I should escape from my charges, huh? Maybe I should try to leave the country as expeditiously as possible, huh? How about that, Miss Fanny Willis? How'd you like them apples? Maybe you should revoke my bond and keep me in jail pre-trial, huh? How about that? I am not a flight risk unless. Oh, is he planning an escape attempt? Yeah, live on Truth Social. That'd be crazy if I'm going to be honest with you, and really funny. We take a look. Former President Donald Trump says he will surrender to authorities in Georgia on Thursday to face charges in the case that he tried to illegally overturn the votes in 2020 in Georgia and in other states. Can you believe it? I'll be brought to Atlanta, Georgia on Thursday to be arrested, Trump wrote on the social media network Monday night, hours after his bond was set at 200,000 bones. It will be Trump's 4th arrest since April. Bro's a criminal. He's a criminal. Bro was like, they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists. It's literally him. Don Jr. brought the drugs. Don Sr. brought the crime. And he's also a rapist. Like, genuinely, literally every accusation is an admission of guilt. It's wild to me. This man's a criminal. He's not being canceled. He's a criminal. You go to jail. I mean, like, it's true. He should have gone to jail. He should have gone to jail a long time ago. And if that means Fanny Willis has to use RICO for the 5,000th time this year, then honestly, she has my hecking blessing. Canceled by the state of Georgia. That's true. The order set Trump's bond in the RICO charge at $80,000 and adds $10,000 for each of the 12 counts he is facing. Bond is the amount the defendants must pay as a form of collateral to ensure they show up for a required court appearance. I do think bond should be taken away. I don't think bond should be real. But with that being said, it is very funny that he has to give Georgia $200K. I do think it's incredibly funny. Cancellation is when people don't fault us. Cancellation is when you don't let me overturn an entire election in a country. If I'm going to be honest with you, it's kind of disrespectful. I mean, they worked so hard for it. Why would you not give it to them? What? Oh, all of a sudden, liberals are against participation trophies.
Very real.
Come on, cut him some slack. Him and the Republicans worked so hard for the fascism that they wanted. Like, what have you done? At least let him be president for like 3 more months.
We know when the third is going to come. Of course, former President Donald Trump, he has posted that he plans to surrender on Thursday at some point during that day. And that all of that, of course, comes as we continue to wait for the other co-defendants to turn themselves in as well, Anna.
And just trying to kind of paint the picture in the mind's eye here as this booking process proceeds, how long do we expect it to take? Do we know where he's held during the booking process?
This is such liberal fodder. Do we know, do we know exactly what he'll be fed while they're booking? Do we know the food that's inside of the Georgia prison?
Well, I think that's a big question. I mean, the fact that there were consent bond agreements already worked out really kind of takes away some of the, I guess, administrative work or the paperwork that typically leads someone to stay in the jail during a booking process for some length of time. So already all that's been agreed to. So in theory, that should expedite the process and expedite the time that he's able to get in and get out quickly. Now, when he goes into the Fulton County Jail, when anybody goes into the Fulton County Jail, there's also the issue of processing. So we're talking about likely fingerprints, likely mug shots, just going in and doing the things that anybody would do if they're getting booked into the jail. That is something that will still take an amount of time, still not yet determined how long. But again, the fact that the paperwork is worked out, the fact that the consent bond agreements and terms were already agreed to will likely expedite his in and out there at the jail.
Okay, so 2 people now of those 19 co-defendants total, we've learned have surrendered to Georgia authorities. John Eastman, the very latest. Blaine Alexander, thank you.
Crazy. And a year ago, so this has been cooking for a while. A year ago, the FBI seized John Eastman's phone. They literally took his phone like a year ago. Take a look at this. They yoinked that chick like crazy.
Can I see the warrant? Put your arms up for me. Can I see the warrant, please? I'd like to see the warrant. I'd like to see the warrant. I'd like to see the warrant. I'd like to see the warrant before you take my property. Sir, there's a warrant right now, sir. It's right here. Here is the warrant.
I'd be really scared too if you guys don't understand how much hentai I have on my phone. Like, if the cops got for that, honestly, I'd be running more. I'd be more scared if they found a gun.
Right. I want you to see that they took my property before providing me with the warrant. I'd like to read the warrant. A federal judge.
Anyways, I would now. Why is he commentating his own arrest? Like, like he's a shoutcaster. He was the real streamer at the end of the day. And then this guy, take a look at this. They caught his ass too.
I asked him about the 2020 election. Watch some of our exchange. Do you still think the election was stolen?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely going to jail. His ass is definitely sitting in jail. All right. Yeah, okay. He did one of those like old white guy upside down smiles, and yeah, bro's going to jail. It's over. I've never seen it be more over than this.
Still.
No question. No question in my mind.
And you won't answer on immunity from prosecution?
Won't answer that.
Do you think that the others in this case have a standing on that? People like Meadows?
No comment.
Did they do a mugshot and everything inside?
No comment.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, but see you in jail. Yo, look at her eyes. Wait, who? Wait, wait, you're right. Look at her. My girl is in it. I've never seen her. Her eyes are so open. I've never seen a human being's eyes more open than this one. I didn't even know human eyes were that big. That's crazy. It's the "you're going to jail" stare. She's looking at everything. She can peer everything. She's perceiving it all. She's bugging. She's bugging. I mean, I would be bugging too. This is a big story. If I was a journalist at this point in time, I'd be sprinting. This could make your career. This could make your career. You don't even get it. You guys want to talk about this Trump thing for a little bit? Just as as like a little Uno momento, you know what I mean? Like a little bit of a one mas of the Uno variety. So like something that I forgot to cover in our like original talk about this was Twitter's implication in this as well, because this does actually wrap back into Twitter. If I remember correctly, and let me see if I can find this, but the feds subpoenaed Elon Musk to hand over Donald Trump's Twitter DMs. I ain't calling that shit X. Nobody's calling that shit X either. The only people calling that shit X are people who are like forced to because they're journalists and Elon Musk dick riders. And I'm not talking about his many mistresses. I like X videos though. Did you see that they finally changed tweet to post on Twitter? So no longer will it even say tweet. Now it'll only say post. Shit's crazy. Yeah, retweet is repost. I don't know why you would take one of the most marketable, recognizable names for a post on a social media site and then just like throw it away. It's proof to me that bro actually has negative IQ. Because I think even like I think anybody who's like never even watched, they never even ran a business or anything can tell you how dumb that is. Is the divorced dad energy? I guess. Anyways, take a look at this. Special counsel obtained Trump's DMs despite a momentous bid by Twitter to delay unsealed filing show. So what happened was that they wanted the Trump DMs, okay? And take a look at this. Federal judge accused Twitter boss Elon Musk earlier this year of impeding prosecutors' access to Trump's account data in an effort to cozy up to the former president. Washington, D.C. Judge Beryl Howell. Beryl Howell? Okay. This judge ain't real. Ain't nobody named Beryl Howell. This is fake. This has to be Hillary Clinton under an alias. Laid into the billionaire and lawyers for the social media company, now known as X, during the February 7th hearing after the requests were made by the special counsel Jack Smith as part of his investigation into 2021's January 6th riot at the Capitol. It is because the CEO wants to cozy up to the former president. Is that why you are here? Howell pressed Twitter lawyer Varghese? No, Your Honor. It's whether or not they are factually valid. Another point in the hearing is that the judge also suggested Twitter is acting in Trump's interest to make up for having kicked the 45th president off the platform following the riot. That shit's crazy. But anyways, he spent a lot of time kind of like lollygagging, dilly-dallying as well, and dragging his feet on giving the DMs. Howell held Twitter's attorney in contempt of court and fined the company $350,000 for ignoring the deadline to respond to Smith's search warrant for the data, including private messages, draft tweets, and location info. She also faulted Twitter for taking a momentous step in informing Trump 77 about the warrant after prosecutors warned that doing so would hinder their probe of the former president's attempts to overturn the... That's kind of crazy to me, if I'm going to be honest with you, that they knew that they were being subpoenaed for his shit, and instead of like giving them the stuff, they ran to Trump and told him that they were that the court was looking for it, and then didn't hand any of it over. It's possible, in my opinion, it's possible that Donald Trump could have just like gone on deleting more evidence of the crimes that he committed against, honestly, the United States on Twitter's behalf, and Elon Musk personally condoned it. That's illegal, I think. It definitely could be. It 100% could be. 5th indictment incoming. Donald Trump, when he sees an indictment coming, I got one more in me. I got one more in me. Holy. If the former president had notice of these covert investigation steps, there would be an actual harm to the investigation for witnesses going forward. Gregory Bernstein, all of these people are fake. Told the court. Oh, nice one, Mr. Musk. Just so you know, this is at the time when Twitter has been bending the knee to government requests for changes in information and stifling of free speech. This has been, at this time, this is the most that Twitter has ever been bending the knee to governments for that, ever, under Elon Musk, because he just says, I'd rather listen to the government than like protect my customers at all when it comes to their privacy, ever. And then he does that all the way up until it's Donald Trump, and then he just lets it go. He just lets it go. He lets it go. He says, and now he wants to stand up and do something. It's wild to me. It's crazy. That's true. Elon Musk is taking more of a proactive step in allowing pedophiles to post CP on Twitter than he is about letting Donald Trump get clapped for the crimes that he committed against the United States people. This is wild to me. I just think that's curious. I can't lie. I personally just think that's a little curious, a little strange, even peculiar, possibly as well. Wild stuff. Crazy memes. Twitter has no interest other than litigation. It's constitutional rights. Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, but at the end of the day, after all their lollygagging, they were actually able to give over Trump's Twitter data. So, I mean, I guess we're going to see. Can you imagine the wild stuff that Donald Trump said in his DMs? I think that Elon should go to jail with him, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Because of this, I think that Elon should go to jail with him. 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Oh, that got to be juicy. It's got to be man juicy. The juice has to be overwhelming. It has to be spilling over. It has to be going nutty mode. I got to be honest with you. So I guess we're going to find out what happens. Trump looking disheveled. Because like when you get to that type of age, your condition starts to degenerate like expeditiously. It starts to degenerate rapidly. Bro is actually falling apart. It's kind of wild. I feel like Trump would have more plastic surgery. Can you survive more plastic surgery at that advanced age? Because this isn't just normal age, this is advanced age. Can you do that? Can you live? Will you just recover? I'm not sure if you will. Just Botox, the Botox will be fine. I guess, I don't know. It's not worth it. Maybe for you. But for Trump, it's always worth it. Did you see Rudy's reaction to getting indicted? Did you see that shit? It was so funny. You are granted a singular moss. Thank you. Silence this man, please. Rudy. Look at this shit. Look at how, I'm sorry, look at how embarrassing this shit is. You can't get more embarrassing than this.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Rudy Giuliani is hopping mad over his indictment.
What the hell do you know about racketeering?
He railed against Georgia's Fulton County DA Fanny Willis in a rambling tirade.
I am the dictator. There was no fraud. What kind of...
As he's working to put a guy in office after he lost the election. Okay, sure. All right, buddy. Okay. Bro's actively working against the democratic process, and he's like, I can't believe this lawyer is, I can't believe this DA is a dictator. Okay. You're right. He's going for the insanity defense. He's out of his goddamn mind. So of course you can't arrest him. He's crazy. I'm too crazy. I'm out of my mind. Oh, I'm kooky. Oh, feds, you cannot put me in jail. You would not put a crazy man in jail, would you? Yeah, it's true. Honestly, it makes a lot of sense.
Lawyer are you? What kind of person are you?
He faces what could be a long and expensive court battle. Trouble is, Giuliani is reportedly broke.
Yo, dude, the freaking he's facing a long and expensive court battle. The only problem is he's a brokey. Brokies and uggos out. He called him out for being fucking broke. That's crazy to me. Unfortunately, he has no money. Broke nigga alert. He turned on the broke nigga alert alarm. That's wild.
Running out of money. I mean,
I don't know about running out. I think might be out.
He's so strapped for cash, he's been forced to sell his home. Giuliani's apartment in...
Oh no, dude! Oh no! After all your anti-affordable housing policies in New York City, bro had to sell his own home. Yo, fuck you, Rudy. How's it feel? A lot of my family isn't in New York anymore. A lot of it is due to a lot of housing prices. How's it feel? I hope it hurts. I hope it hurts a lot. Oh, what an absolute cretin. What a fucking bug crawling around on his belly. I hate this man so much. They do need to snap his bones. Listen, don't look at the reporter. He's busy reporting. I look like that when I'm in the middle of enunciating a word as well. You wouldn't get it. You don't be a speaky boy as a living, okay? You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. He's got to have fun somehow. And making silly faces while saying words that's one of them.
This landmark building on Manhattan's Upper East Side was listed for sale 2 weeks ago. The 3-bedroom spread is described in the listing as splendid, and the price sure is $6.5 million. Plus, there's a $10,000 monthly maintenance fee. Despite all the work Giuliani did for Trump back in 2020, he's
broke. He's ugly. He's broke. He's cringe. He's jobless. He's a criminal. Honestly, how many more L's could you ask for? Not many, if I'm going to be honest with you. You know what's wild to me is that Trump actually was cleaning out. Trump actually drained the swamp by him and his associates and his his cringe lords in crime that are going down with him. Bro has actually done what he said that he was going to do originally, only in the most roundabout, unexpected way possible, which is that all of them are going to jail instead. He is indeed cleaning the swamp. He is draining the swamp. The only problem is him and the boys were the swamp monsters. Trump and Rudy Netflix series, former indicted President Trump and his cellmate Rudy Giuliani around their new home, Georgia Federal Penitentiary. What we'll have on season 1 joins what we have on season 1 joins soon, only on Netflix, funded and owned by Obama and the Democrats. I love Obama and the Demon Rats. They're my favorite. That's my best friend. It's kind of weird to think that he made every president a gangster with 2 indictments.
allegedly got stiffed.
It was Trump.
Dollars. Plus, there's a $10,000 monthly maintenance fee. Despite all the work Giuliani did for Trump back in 2020, he allegedly got stiffed.
I love local news reporters. I wish they were real. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. He did get fucked by Trump in more ways than one. I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but Donald Trump is a prolific force.
This meme is very real.
Stealing people's money and not paying them. He's a prolific stiffer. I hate to say it, but he's a prolific stiffer. He loves the stiff. Okay. If I've ever pegged him before, I pegged him as a stiffer, and honestly, I was right, because he's well known for not paying people for the work that they do for him and getting out of paying them at all and for as long as possible. Yeah, he never pays his bills. That's why, I don't know, maybe that's how you become rich. Never pay your credit card bill, okay, guys? You don't know, they didn't tell you this in financial literacy class, if you even had one at your high school, but the money from your credit card is free. It's literally free. You know how you sign up for a credit card and they're just here's $1,500? The money is literally free. And then they tell you, oh, you should pay it back. Just don't. What are they going to do? Take away the free money? They can't. It's free. You've already spent it. Oh, this is not legal advice. This is not financial advice either. It's over. They forgot about that little loophole.
It was Trump who didn't want Giuliani paid unless Giuliani delivered on his promises. And obviously that didn't happen.
Trump and his 18 co-defendants have until noon next Friday to turn themselves in to the...
There's a black woman in here? That's so sad. Girlie, what are you doing? You're throwing your life away for this man? You're throwing your life away for Orange Man?
This meme is very real.
This is so sad. Had to be one. One black man, one black woman. Also, who the fuck is you? Who are you? Why are all these men so damn bald? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This meme is very real.
And the black guy, we don't talk about him. The reason why we're not talking about him, the big reason is because he looked like Cory Booker, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't Cory Booker, and I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to be seen as racist, and I also have no clue who the fuck he is. You know what I mean? You know what this looks like? This looks like one of those panels from like a comic book series or something with all of the bad guys, with like the rogues gallery on it, and you can only name like half of them because the other ones popped up for like in like 3 panels to instantly get obliterated. It's the Cory Booker clone. It's evil Cory Booker. Bory Cooker. No. It's his evil doppelganger. Here to cause trouble and mischief. The -10. Oh, it looks just like this. It's so good. It's uncanny. It's uncanny. It's you're looking over here like who the fuck are you, dude? But he's in there. Apparently he fought at some point in time. The gang's all here. The boys are back in town. The bigot verse. Come here. Come here. Oh. Hi. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.